By 970, the struggle for control of the Balkans was reaching a turning point. The Hungarians, fierce warriors from the east, had raided deep into the heart of the Byzantine Empire, threatening its control over the region. But this time, the empire was prepared. Here, the ancestors of modern Hungary clashed with the ancestors of modern Italy and Greece in a battle that would determine the fate of Byzantine lands in the Balkans. The year is 970, Hungary versus the Byzantine Empire, a battle of mobility versus strategy. For decades, Hungarian cavalry forces had raided deep into Europe, using hit-and-run tactics to outmaneuver slower enemies. But the Byzantine Emperor John I Tzimiskes, a brilliant commander, knew that to stop the raids, he had to force the Hungarians into a decisive battle. The Hungarian warlords, confident in their speed and skill, invaded Byzantine Thrace, threatening key cities. The two sides met at Arcadiopolis in modern-day Bulgaria. At first, the Hungarians relied on their classic strategy, feigned retreats and rapid cavalry attacks, hoping to draw the Byzantines into an ambush. But Tzimiskes had studied their tactics. Rather than chasing them, he held his forces in tight formations, refusing to be lured into a trap. Then, at the perfect moment, the Byzantines launched a counterattack. As the Hungarians tried to encircle the Byzantine army, hidden units of heavy cavalry charged into their flanks, crushing their formations. The Hungarian forces collapsed. Their mobility was useless once they were surrounded. By the end of the battle, the Hungarians had suffered massive losses and were forced to retreat. The battle was over, the Byzantines had won. But this wasn't just a military victory, it was a statement of power. The defeat at Arcadiopolis weakened Hungary's influence in the Balkans, forcing them to rethink their expansion strategies. Meanwhile, the Byzantine Empire solidified its dominance in Eastern Europe, securing its territories for years to come. But could the Hungarians have avoided defeat? Some historians suggest that if the Hungarians had used more disciplined formations instead of relying solely on speed, they could have adapted to Byzantine tactics. If they had brought siege equipment instead of relying on raids, could they have taken the region permanently? Or was the Byzantine war machine simply too strong? Like and subscribe for more historical breakdowns.